What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry here on Another Letdown Media. My name is Zach from Another Letdown, and this is Difficult Video Game Podcast. I'll be one of your hosts this evening. This is the show where I hang out with my good buddy Broody Gambit, and we paint through the ridiculous backlog of miniatures that we've both amassed over the years. We've made some serious progress since we started the show. We're quite a few episodes in now. I gave you a number last week. I can't remember what it was. Broody, how are you?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Yeah. It's a bit cold where you are, yeah?
Yeah. It's like, I forget what it was. It was like just above freezing.
Oh, good
34,
Lord.
But we're getting like it's not quite enough to melt, so we're getting freezing rain and
have
lots of problems today.
Oh, well, it's nice and warm up here in New Hampshire by comparison to normal standards. It's like, mid-20s. Mm-hmm. Come on up, buddy. Anyway, as with all the shows that we host here on the Another Letdown Media channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. So any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. Yeah, the stream's a lot less choppy now, Kirk. I'm glad you're back. We had just like every problem ever this morning trying to play Scott Pilgrim. Broody's connection was awful. Then Shamali's connection was awful. Then my connection was awful. Then my stream went down. Then Paul's connection got awful. Then we couldn't see what Broody was fighting. It was real bad. So we just decided to stop. We cut our losses. It was impossibly choppy. It was real terrible. I think because I was pulling in sources from a connection that I think I understand what was going on with it, but it just like I definitely wasn't going to be able to fix it on the fly, so I didn't. All right, so tonight I got these little plant dubers that I started last time. We're going to try and finish those up. I've also got owls with katanas. Court of Owls. We'll see if I can do them. I don't have white. I don't have white paint. So it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. And there is definitely little bits of SCOBY floating in my kombucha. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. It tastes good though. Multistream didn't let you log in. That's so weird. It wasn't any better on the Multistream. Yep. Pretty much, RPD. How's it going, man? Broody, are you working on Batman Zernar?
Yep.
Yeah, my boy. I love it.
Purple.
Alright. Yep, we're going to go with War Boss Green here. A little bit of highlighting first. Hey, Blink! Canada does rule. I love Canada. I miss Canada. I want to go back to Canada. I was just saying that to my sister, actually, very recently. So I'm just going to do kind of a quick highlight on some of these higher areas. I could dry brush this, but I don't think I like what that's going to do to it. So I'm actually going classic highlight with it. RPD, thanks for the resub, man. Oh, Blink with the gift sub. There you go. Wait, Blink gift. Oh. I am so confused about how gift sub will work. The Scott Pilgrimage went very badly, Cult of Gloom. Like, abysmally badly. It was very fun. But, oh boy.
Like, when we were playing, I was having fun. It's just, we didn't get a chance to play a lot.
Yeah. It is an incredibly fun game, and I can't wait to actually properly play it. I'll probably, my sister just bought her husband a Switch, and I might bring mine over there and just be like, hey, let's couch co-op this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really, really cool. When we were able to play, we were having an absolute ball. Yes. No, it was all technical difficulties. The the Ubisoft online play for the Switch is hot garbage. So, yeah, it was a bummer, but like, the game is dope. And I really, yeah, that's fair. I love how it fires on all cylinders for people who know the Scott Pilgrim lore and others who don't. Your GM kit arrived. Nice, Kirk. Very cool. Yeah, that GM kit is rad.
For Sentinels?
Yep.
It is such a great tool. Like, I all of the different just pieces of it, like the dry erase boards.
Yeah.
And, like, the fact that it just comes with, like, the stack of, like, legal pad, character sheet. Super useful.
I gave the dice to my student, who didn't have her own dice, before we started playing our game, and I don't regret it. Like, I have my own set of Sentinels dice. And if I know my own insanity, I probably ordered one at the store too.
Where is the tool I'm looking for?
I mean, so Cult of Gloom, and I talk to Jacqueline about this all the time. I am very utilitarian when it comes to dice. I have my 2 nice sets that I use for D&D. I have a custom curated Sentinel Comics set that are just cool. And then I have my like dumb bargain bin Chessex set that I use for D&D at the store, and it just lives at the store. And I don't care if I lose them. And then I have a billion sets that people have just given me over the years that I never use. And I feel bad about. But that being said, they're all like elder sign, elder dice, so they're like, you know, they have meaning to me because Cthulhu Mythos is kind of my jam, as most of you know. Oh no. Yeah, it's sort of our lot in life, isn't it, Kirk? Whether you want them to be or not, they just kind of become part of your identity, I guess. You know what I've noticed, Broody?
What's up?
Once you start, like once you do something for the first time and then you go to mass produce it, the second, third, fourth versions of it go way faster.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, you're not improvising anymore.
Yeah, once you kind of got that pattern down.
So as I'm sitting here painting this carnivorous plant, I'm reminded of the fact that we beat Arkham Asylum the other day.
Good job.
It was great, other than the last fight, which Cult of Gloom can attest to. I was on full tilt. I was very upset, because that fight is stupid. Might as well be a quick time event. And instead they just throw a bunch of mooks at you to make it difficult. This is true. I was playing Cyber Shadow the other day off stream, and which is a great game. I'm really enjoying it. But boy, that game had me like pounding my knee in rage. And not because the game was, screwing me up. It was because I kept doing stupid things. It's like this unconscious need to punish myself, which was really weird. That doesn't usually happen to me. Broody, question for you. Are we allowed to talk about what we're working on for AUGS? With AUGS, I should say. On air?
About what exactly about?
Like just to say, hey, we're working on this thing.
Yes, we're allowed to talk about it some. Obviously the stuff that we're homebrewing and stuff we could talk about ourselves.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the homebrewing stuff, I'd say, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
That's all stuff that's not even affiliated whatsoever with IDW and Pete.
That's what I figured. Okay, cool, very cool. So, why am I calling Doug? Oh, call Doug to see if it's legal. No, I'm not going to bother Doug with that. Doug doesn't even know what AUGS is probably at this point. He's so far removed from the board game community right now. But so I got a little ahead of myself with Zero.
Yeah.
I have arted all his or sourced art for all his cards, but they're not all written yet.
Okay.
Oops. But I love his character panel. Did you see his character panel?
I did see the character panel. I have not been involved because power outage.
Right.
So when I got power back and saw that there were I missed several hundred responses in that channel.
Yeah.
I was like, meh. I haven't actually gotten a chance to look at it the past few days.
Sure.
Or 2 days, I should say.
We jumped in a voice call. Oh, is that what happened? I didn't know that, Kirk. Thank you for telling me. Well, you missed the end. But we'll be back for, I guess Arkham City is next. What was I saying? Now I'm all over the place. Oh yeah, we jumped in a voice call yesterday to work through just collaboratively work and chat. I love how the fact that this project having literally no stakes at all, and it's just something we're doing for fun, we can just kind of idly chit-chat about it. It doesn't actually feel like work.
Yeah.
Even RPD was hanging out. He's just kind of lurking, listening to our work chatter. Well, yeah, we were having a good time. Speedy and I were working on art. At one point, Adam schooled me.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting there agonizing over trying to get the Maverick Hunters logo rendered in black and white, and Adam goes, "Dude, why don't you just use a path brush?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so stupid."
Yep. That'll do it.
Yep. Because it's all just a bunch of it's a triangle with a Z and an X in front of it. There is no hand drawing of any kind in that logo at all. So I was like, oh, dang it. Why didn't I think of that? And then I was like, oh god, do I have to download Illustrator? And then no, I found the straight line pen tool in Photoshop, which got the job done. I have Illustrator. I could download it, but I was being lazy. As long as it's been since I've done arguing, but yeah. Were you burrowing and stabbing people with chains of spikes? Oh. I think he's talking to RPD. Yep, I gotcha. Lurker. I understood that reference. All right, there's a layer of green. Let's go for another one. Another one. Actually, let's move right on to the layer of pink. Let's see where that takes us.
I do not use purple often.
Dude, purple is a great color. Where'd that Scoby go? Bottom, maybe. All right. Yep, the color of kings. What's this? Orange, no. Not what I'm looking for. Oh boy. What's this? Oh, that would have been cool. I didn't know I had that color. That would have been cool when I was base coating. Harumph. Alright, pink horror it is. This one I am going to use as a dry brush, though. I don't think this is going to work. It's so bright. This is going to be a giant risk. Dude, I am so excited to paint those Transformers Freedom 5. I've got some ideas I need to run by you at some point. I know. Okay, that worked the way I wanted it to. Oh, I'm off camera. Sorry. Ah. There we go. I don't think it does, Kirk, no. Alright, I'm going to try this with a dry brush and just see what happens.
Apparently you get more Mephisto red soon.
If you need it by next week, I probably can't help much, but I can probably pick you up when I'm at the store next week, if you can wait.
No, I don't need it for next week. I'm just like running low currently.
Alright, well if you can wait, I'll pick you one up. Just mail it to you. That way you don't have to go out. We can talk off the air about that. Yeah, this is definitely a poison ivy minion. It is a carnivorous plant. I haven't done the teeth yet, but I will. And I am glad that I swapped over the dry brush for this, because it's making it look way better. Whoa, that's too much. Feed me. Someone call Hedgelord. And the Sheer Force. Hedgelord and Sheer Force, Hedgelord in specific, plays a very important role in a Sentinel Comics RPG story that I'm telling with my student and my niece. And you will all find out more about that. Oh, should I name drop it? Should I release the name? Should I tell people what I'm doing?
That is up to you.
Chat, do you want to know a super secret thing? Hedgelord is going to be in the guy's book, yes. As far as I know. Cult of Gloom says, nah. Really? I'm so excited about the guy's book, though. All right, well, if you don't want to hear about my super secret project that I'm working on, then I guess I won't tell you. But it's cool. Ah, I gotcha. All right, so Trevor and I have been working over the past few months to put a podcast together of our own that is not strictly Sentinel Comics. So it's, we're not limiting ourselves, although for the moment that is the RPG that we're playing. So that is what we will be talking most about. It is about game mastering and the theory behind game mastering. We talk in depth about the games that we are respectively running. And so you will hear significant amounts about a game that we're working on called Project Paragon, and one that I'm running called Cabbages and Kings, which is, of course, Guys in Wonderland. So stay tuned for that. It is called... Oh, shoot, hold on. Sorry, getting, pinged from 800 different directions. It is called Dice Encounters of Roleplay Mind. So you get the little Close Encounters of a Third Kind and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind references there. And are the Wonderland characters unique, or are they Wonderlandized Sentinel characters? They are. You'll have to wait and see, Cult of Gloom. That I'm going to keep under wraps for the time being. But the theory crafting behind the story that I'm writing is sort of. What if guys went through Wonderland about 10 minutes behind Alice? And that will be coming to podcast player apps everywhere within the next few weeks. We are very, very excited to bring you that. The first 3 episodes are in the can, and we'll be recording again very soon. There's also that possibility, RPD, yeah. All right, I need to look up some... Okay. So I'm going to do a dry brush over the green, and then I need to paint the little teefies too. Oops. Yeah, Cult of Gloom, since you have been rather prolific about DMing and whatnot over on the letters page, you're definitely kind of on our radar as far as who to get on as guests. RPD, I know you've done a lot of world building too, so if you have world building things you want us to investigate, let us know. You know how to get a hold of us. But yeah, it's a really fun show. We're very proud of it. Trevor's kind of working on the audio cues and stuff for it. Hey, Brian the Wolf Hunt's here. You just missed the big announcement, buddy. That Trevor and I have a GMing podcast coming out. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We're very excited about it. We've recorded 3 episodes, and we've got a bunch more planned. It focuses right now. It is focusing on Sentinel Comics RPG, but we will be diving into other stuff over time. We've got multiple D&D episodes scheduled, obviously, as well. My brother's going to be on it too, which I'm very excited about. My brother Marcel, he rolled dice every time. My brother Marcel. No trouble at all. No, I like these guys, Woody and Donnell. But they don't listen to me. And they don't understand about weight and balance in the airplane. When you get the caribou. Oh, that's not the room. That's a radio comedy troupe called Bert and I. It's a duo. It's 2 guys. They're from Google them. They are from very, very, very down east Maine, and they talk like that. And one of them, Tim Sample, does this like weird French Canadian voice. Oh, hi, Mark. We talk about Bert and I. It's real American comedy, Mark. No more Mickey Mouse jokes. Broody, just so you know what's going on, I haven't completely lost my mind. They're redeeming sub points or channel points to make me speak in weird accents.
Yeah, I remember you setting that up.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I told you or not. I should do a KCDC one. What was that? Sorry.
I'm just trying to unclog this pot. It's got some dried edges, so it's not cooking right. You get my metal, not this plastic one. I get more use out of my scoping tools, like digging dried paint out of the lids, than actually scoping with them.
Oh yeah, go for it, RPD. I will add it to the deep dive list. And like the best twist, it was right new. Okay, go on.
There we go. It closes properly now.
Yay! Doing stat blocks for characters you mostly plan on using as NPCs or assists so you can have a better idea of their movesets, aka what I do on the show most of the time. Yeah, that's fair, RPD. I mean, I know one of our guests will speak very eloquently about that, so I will add that to his episode. That's really, really good. Thank you, man. We're bringing special guest on to talk about D&D specifically, and that'll be a good one because he does a lot of that. Bruder, I tell you, my brother wants to play Borderlands with me.
No, that's exciting.
Yeah. Special guest Matt Mercer, no. I wish we were that prolific. Although Trevor might cast the net, I don't know. Yeah, I texted him the other day, and I'm like, dude, I miss you. What's going on? What are we playing? We got to play something soon. And I asked him if he'd be willing to do Borderlands on stream with me, and he was all about it. So I got to see if I can slot that into the schedule somewhere. I mean, as it stands, I streamed probably too much, but
yeah. But Borderlands is awesome.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of it at this point, and what I played, I enjoyed. So
I've played a lot of it.
I know you have.
Yeah.
All right, teeth are set.
I am excited about the news of casting for the Borderlands movie.
Yeah, dude, that cast looks like ass.
Yeah. Now that Jack Black and Kevin Hart are in it, I was telling Casey, it's like, well, they have to just go ahead and get The Rock to play Brick now. You've got most of Jumanji already there.
Yeah, dude, I watched Jumanji recently, and right on, man.
Jumanji was great.
Really dope. It's way better than I expected. So Cult of Gloom, I do actually have an answer for that. Not every game is streamable. Like some games I kind of just want to play for myself, like Cyber Shadow, for example. I'm not good enough for that to be, inherently streamable. But I really, really enjoy it. And and Hades is the same way. It's like, I'm really enjoying Hades, but I'm glad I'm not streaming it, So there's a little bit of fade action going on from the roots right up to the base of the tree. I did that with a little dry paint. Very happy with that. Yeah. That is exactly how I felt about it. And I was sitting there, I'm a much bigger gamer than my sister or any of her family, or my wife for that matter. So we were sitting there on the couch watching it together, and I think my niece commented that it was the quietest she'd ever seen me in a movie. And I'm like, that's because I'm picking up on all these references. These are really, some of these are deep cuts. I was like, that is specifically this random niche Mega Man boss. And they were like, how did you do that? I'm like, I may not be very good at video games, but I know them. Yep, that looks good. Oops. 2 more. Oh, shoot. I never put away the pallid witch flesh. Learning and growing. There it is. But yeah, we watched both Jumanji movies, and like the first one is notably better than the second. I think they tried to do too much with the second.
Yeah.
But it was still fun. And I made a bold prediction when the second one ended.
Yeah.
So Rhys Darby, right, plays the like NPC, the first NPC that they encounter, the driver. Calling it right now, he's the big bad in the third one.
What makes you say that?
Just a hunch. Also, like, he's a good actor. He's on the Aquabat Super Show. Not that that makes him a good actor, but he plays the shark fighter, man. Give the shark fighter something to do. He's very funny. He's on Flight of the Conchords, I believe. Okay, RPD, you want to make something for me that would help me out tremendously? I'll give you a challenge. I need Actually, let me look up what I need. Give me 2 seconds. Nope, that's not it. Uh-oh. Okay. RPD, I'm going to have you make an environment. And what I literally need is the water temple from Majora's Mask. Do I have a green dry paint? I don't think I do. That's a contrast paint. That is not helpful.
The Niblet green?
What's that?
Do you have Niblet green?
No, but I have Nurgling green. It'll work. Try, you stupid brush. Okay. That's better. That's fair. That's all right, man. Don't worry about it. I just figured if you were looking for a challenge, I have one that I need to do at some point this week. But if you're not feeling cool about it, then that's totally fine. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. You and Zelda. Okay, no, it's fine. Would you... I have another one, if you want to try that. I do need to do a beach for issue 3. Yeah, give me a beach. So it's the Walrus and the Carpenter bit from Alice in Wonderland. Is my inspiration here. That's all right, Cult of Gloom. No big deal. We're just doing some chit chat about the Sentinels RPG and some creation stuff that might or might not happen. So give me 1 second. Let me finish up this dry brush layer, and then I will go see I'll give you some reference stuff to work from. This is literally the Tweedledee and Tweedledum chapter from Through the Looking Glass that'll be taking place there. It'll be the Walrus and the Carpenter and things like that. But let me see if that's in the public domain, and I can, just get you a copy of that so you can look at it. How's Batman coming there, Broody?
I think I've got the base coat done now.
Nice.
So I'm about to throw some washes on them. And then move on to my other Batman.
Nice.
Which this is great because I literally also just bought some Druchii Violet.
Nice. Here you go, RPD. Oops. I'm on the last little bit for the carnivorous plants. I think they're looking pretty rad. Yeah, it's Through the Looking Glass, Cult of Gloom, that that particular section is from, which is also in the public domain. I have my my wife's super nice deluxe copy of all 4 books that I've been working from through the creation of this project. But all right, man. Yeah, have a great night. Good to see you. Good to talk to you. There you go. Words. Ship seal. Yeah. All that stuff. I mean, the whole campaign is called Cabbages and Kings. Walrus and the Carpenter is my favorite Lewis Carroll poem. So the first The first issue was called Down the Rabbit Hole. The second one was or is Curiouser and Curiouser. I also have I do have stats for the Walrus and the Carpenter already. And the Tweedles. There will be a knockdown drag out with all of the above at the end of the issue. Oh jeez. That's way too much. I had to wipe this one off before. There we go. There's a completed carnivorous plant. Birdie, what do you think?
Looks outstanding.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Actually, I'm gonna... I did have the idea of doing like a very 80s D&D type Sentinels game where Wager Master sucked all the heroes into such a setting, and it appears as that the GM gets very angry that the players won't stick to the railroads. Oh gods, imagine me GMing Wager Master. I'd be there for it, RPD. I'd be even more there for you and Taffy tag teaming that. The Baboon and I do a lot of tag team game mastering, especially with Call of Cthulhu. He's much more numbers oriented than I am, and I'm a storyteller, as you all know from Tales from the Archive, which hasn't actually been Tales lately because I'm lazy and have other things to do. Tomorrow, for example, I need to cut video. Oh god. All right. Carnivorous plants, check. Katanas now, or owl katanas now. I'm gonna clean up my workspace real quick though. Actually, I want to patch up these bases real quick with some Abaddon Black. This will take me 2 seconds. I'm not even gonna do it on camera. You've seen me do this a zillion times.
Okay. Red, yellow, and purple washes.
Nice.
So let that dry now.
Yep. One of these days, I gotta pick up that Zurinar Batman model. Or if not that one, another one. Because I have some ideas for it. Like, I don't know, like, lately I've been using a lot of Nuln Oil on these because that just seems to work. But, like, on these carnivorous plants, obviously I use different colored ink washes. And that worked fine. So it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But, like, I would personally probably use Nuln Oil on Batman as Zurinar. But then again, I'd be going for that old school aesthetic, you know, first appearance sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And not the Grant Morrison garbage. Nice. All right. Get these out of my sight. It's time for owls. So these are the Court of Owls with katanas, as voted on by Facebook. If you want to be part of the selection process for what Broody and I paint on stream every week, Facebook.com/another letdown is the place to be for that. Also our personal Facebooks if you happen to be friends with us, but you know, that's not everybody. But starting this week, I will repost all our... Fair enough, Cult of Gloom. YouTube comments work too. Comments on our YouTube videos. I should start cross-posting it there too. That's a good idea. I might do that.
Look, I'm glad I decided to go with this. Doing Gotham by Gaslight, like the Corner Batman. I was worried it'd be a little too light, but I decided to use Grayseer for his...
Yeah, you know that I was literally just about to pull out Grayseer. I think it was Grayseer. It might have been Celestra Gray. I think it was Celestra Gray. But like, you know, same idea. Because my Ceramite White is awful. Literally unusable. So I was going to go with Celestra Gray into Ulthran Gray into Pallid Witch Flesh and or Screaming Skull. Yeah, chat making fun of me pimping out my stuff. With good reason. But I gotta let you know how to stay connected. So I'm starting out these with a base coat of gray, and Broody is doing the same. That will become much lighter, but I think it'll work better. It'll react better to the Nuln Oil. And like I said, Citadel White is just utter trashola. We're looking at black belts here. Ooh. Ow. Oh my god, gross RPD. Oh my god, that's terrible. This mocking of YouTube trends brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Oh! Skillshare, yeah. Or HelloFresh. No, HelloFresh would be relevant because we actually use that. Yes, I have, yeah. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. I'm doing the bottom half with the bigger brush and then the upper half with the small. Just because that seems to make some amount of sense. Cover more ground that way. Oops. So I found a really weird blast from the past in a box today.
Yeah?
Actually, it's just off camera. I might be able to grab it. Hold tight. Oh, my guitar case is in front of it. Never mind. So it's... I found a French language version of the first volume of Dragon Ball.
Okay.
I was like, where did this come from? I mean, assumedly Paris, but, like... I don't remember buying it. It was strange. This... No, that would be Fork Knife, RPD. Yeah, I think so. It's like, how do you do that? In the words of one Matt Kroll, why do they do that? Why are nerds bad? Brett Moore, how's it going, dude? That's alright, that's alright. We missed you, buddy. Because we live in a... Yeah, that's true. But you're all my favorites. My favorite nerds.
Obviously, should have done a smaller brush for this. But we can look. What's he got here?
So without spoiling anything, I personally thought WandaVision was very meh this week.
I still have not seen any of it, so
Yeah, that's why I don't want to spoil anything. Nice. I'm working on Owls with Katanas from Batman or Gotham City Chronicles, as voted on by Facebook. And Broody is working on Gotham by Gaslight Batman, and he's watching the paint dry on Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. And I just finished up some carnivorous plants that I'll show in just a second. I finished getting this dress. All right, 2 seconds. Nice. So yeah, these are my carnivorous plants, poison ivy minions. I'm very happy with them. Thank you. All right, smaller brush. Gotta remember to pick up a new medium layer brush or medium base brush when I'm at the store next week. Because that brush is basically a dry brush at this point. Rudy, was it last week that you found... Yeah, it was. When you were painting Katana, the character Katana, that was like, this model doesn't make any sense?
Yeah, because like the way the hands were holding the sword, just... It's like, what are you doing?
What is this? It was very strange. But such is life. We are not sculptors. Well, We're not
No.
primarily sculptors. I definitely can sculpt, but definitely not a professional level at it. Interesting, RPD. I don't know Persona well enough to... That was another one that my roommate would play, and I would just sit and get drunk and heckle him. Ah, the days before Twitch. Before Twitch, there was heckling your roommate while drinking. You know what I haven't played in a really long time?
Tetris.
Well, you're not wrong. I was gonna go with Super Smash Brothers.
I have not played that in quite a while as well.
It's one of the first. I think it was the first game I got for my Switch, and then I was like, I don't feel like playing this anymore. It's not that it's a bad game. It's a good game. There are just other things that I wanted to play. Gotcha. I follow you completely, RPD. Right on, right on.
Oh shoot, mask.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll do the mask now. There was a deluxe edition of the Court of Owls hardcover that came with an owl mask. A bunch of my friends got it. I'm
I
like,
had a friend who picked that up.
huh?
I had a friend who got the box set with the mask in it.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends did too, and I'm like, what are you gonna do with it? And they
He wore it
were-
to the convention.
yeah, that's pretty much what people said. And I was like, and they also responded with, you have a custom-made Nightwing mask. You have no legs to stand on. I'm like, yeah, shut up.
God, that's delicious.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
big stretch. I will be honest, of all the new like villain type characters, the Court of Owls is easily my favorite.
They're very interesting. I do like them.
I wish so. There was a. They aren't. Yeah, I know. They're newish. But I wish Talon had lasted longer. The comic book Talon. I know, man. I know. I do. I always feel old.
I mean, but if you're looking at that 9 years in the grand scheme of comic books that have been around since, what was Detective 27 was 30...
38?
So yeah, 9 years out of almost 100. That's still less than like 10%. That's
Yeah.
on no stretch of the imagination. Like, I mean, it's still new.
True. New. Yeah, Scott and Greg signed most of their run for me when I was working for them. They are just super, super cool guys. Scott would, like, Scott Snyder's really funny. If you don't tell him to stop, he won't stop signing autographs. Ready to be like, Scott, go eat lunch. Although, fortunately, when Greg's around, also Jamie Capullo, his wife, definitely leads the charge in terms of getting them to where they need to be at when they need to be there. She's very good at that. It's kind of funny. Every now and again, the first picture of me with Scott shows up in my phone, and that was before I was working with him. And of course, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed Zach, you know, being like, "This might be the only time I ever see this guy." And then, you know, for the next 3 years, I was working his table. My friend Megan and lawyer Doug and I were like required crew at that booth for a while at Fan Expo Boston, or at the time Boston Comic Con, because I mean, I guess we just did such a good job. We had running their booth down to science. We were of course in charge of many booths, but that was like our focal point.
Yeah, this Bugman's glow actually turns it like makes a pretty decent brick color.
Yeah, doesn't it? Oh my god, I love this mask. Cool. Bugman's Glow, so named for the nose of Joseph Bugman, brewer of the legendary Bugman 60. Ale guaranteed to knock you on your bum. Ooh. Dude, yes.
What?
The Blood Bowl 3 trailer was gnarly. One of these days, I hope to get the Chaos Dwarfs to the Blood Bowl pitch. Still need to get a Minotaur, though. It's the only Chaos Dwarf model I don't have for that team. Pardon me. So I've made a decision.
Okay.
Over the course of this week, I have tried, instead of drinking soda on stream, except this morning when everything was just going nuts, I've been drinking GT's kombucha.
Okay.
And I want to see, I don't think I'm quite as concerned about it on the day part streams because, it's not right before bed. But because I'm drinking this now instead of soda, I think I'm hoping I'll sleep better. So I'm going to try and drink kombucha instead of soda when we're doing painting. And see what happens. Already I feel like way more focused and less like all over the place.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, my wife bought this like giant vat of kombucha at
What is kombucha?
It's fermented tea with like juice flavorings. So this one is kiwi, raspberry, lemon, and ginger. And it is definitely an acquired taste because it kind of tastes a little vinegary. But my wife's been drinking it for about a year now, and they're always talking about it on one of the podcasts I listen to, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this stuff a try. Also, the supermarket was crowded, and I couldn't be arsed to go get a soda the other day. And I happened to be standing next to the kombucha display. And it is significantly more expensive. But I'm willing to take that hit if it's going to help me sleep better. Not a GT's not a sponsor, but Dave, talk to us. Oh my god, every time I do one of these masks, it comes out better than the last one. Like, that is just downright menacing. Alright. One more of these to finish up with the robes. Dude, that is looking so dope.
Yep. I'm quite pleased with it.
I mean, it helps that it's a really neat sculpt, too.
Yeah.
So my vinyl copy of that Foo Fighters record I've been all about came in this week. It is sick. Every time I listen to that record, I love it more. My friend John is a massive Foo Fighters. Like, Foo Fighters is his favorite band. I would not say the same is true for me. Like, I like Foo Fighters quite a lot. And I get excited when they drop a new record. But they're not my favorite band. But this record is definitely one I'm not displeased with any song on it. Which is rare. Most records I'm like, okay, I like most of this record, but like, I don't love this one song,
There's
you know?
like one or two, yeah.
Yeah. And the Foo Fighters are on the ballot for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Are they really?
They sure are.
deserve-
Say again?
They definitely deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. I think this is their first year eligible because this is their 25th anniversary.
Hmm?
This is their 25th anniversary year.
Yeah.
So I think this might be their first year eligible. But yeah, I firmly believe that if there's integrity left in this world, Foo Fighters will at some point or another become Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, because like I think about how few straightforward rock and roll bands there are left. You know, everybody's got a gimmick, and that's not a complaint, merely an observation. Yeah, right? Foos are just non-existent. They put Mr. T right out of work. Sorry, that's a bad joke. Cult of Gloom, have you heard the new record? I'm interested to see what you think. It is called Medicine at Midnight, and it's glorious. I got another confession to make. I am not capable of doing a Dave Grohl impression. That's fair.
And just throw normal oil all over Batman. That's a pretty easy thing to do.
They are good. They're good. RPD, where's that emote, buddy?
The normal oil one?
The Null and Oil emote that he fabricated out of Lambent mayonnaise. There it is. Alright, it is time for me to bust out the Bugman's Glow. I also need a new pot of that. Oh, dude, that looks sick! Oh, I see you took my advice on the bricks.
What?
Paint a few of them, like, not necessarily Bugman's Glow.
Yeah. I hit up, I did like a handful in just the red, gray, and rat skin fresh.
Very, very, very dope. That looks so gnarly. Alright. Bugman's Glow time. Get some flesh on these boys. Shake violently. Bollocks. Apparently not violently enough.
Nope, not that one. Oh. Lucius Lilac.
There you go. That's a good color. I got me.
It seems to be so dry.
I got one of those. Yeah, it's stupid dry. Oh, is mine not open? No, mine's open. Hmm. Hmm. This paint pot may have just had it. Definitely get a new one next week. Just text Megan and see if we have any. School vacation next, or well, not next week, but the week after next.
Where are you going?
Are you kidding? Nowhere.
Sorry.
Go to bed, Broody.
What?
I'm messing with you. Nah, just hanging at home. Really, I got to wrap up the last of my professional development logging for my recertification, and then I'll work at the store a little bit. Couple days. Just got to keep busy, you know. All right, there's one.
Got you Astaroth Red. Now this is the dry brush, the Astaroth Red,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like always really soupy.
Yep, mine is too.
Takes forever to like get it down to.
It's like the one dry paint I have to shake.
Yeah.
So, were you a Mass Effect fan back in the day, Broody?
I was.
You gonna play the remaster?
Probably not, if I'm being honest.
Right on.
I haven't gone like back and played any of them in forever,
Yeah.
and I've like never really had a hankering to be honest. I think I did a few years back once because Casey had never seen it, so I was like running through and letting her watch it.
Sure.
Tried and was having difficulty with it. She has problems in like 3-dimensional space.
Yep, that's fair.
The shoots and stuff are a lot harder for her. And yeah, like it's fine, and like I like them, but not necessarily enough to really want to go out and fork out a whole bunch of money for it again, essentially.
Very fair, and might I say, great analysis. Great analysis, like great answer. I probably will. I was a pretty big fan back in the day. It was like the first game that I played, like getting back into games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a fun one to stream.
Yeah. So I'd say I also did not like a lot of the changes they started making with it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
I enjoyed the first one a lot, but then EA, once they got a hold of it,
Mm-hmm.
they pretty much turned it into a Space Call of Duty clone
Yeah.
that I did not like as much. I liked the more free roaming aspects of the original one.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I get how some people think it was tedious to drive the Mako around on the empty deserted plains trying to find stuff.
I enjoyed that bit. I got to be honest.
I did also, but then in the second one, it just became like we're going to drop you down, and you've got a very clearly defined path that you've got to follow from A to B, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I did not like that at all. I like to be able to explore, and like it just made it seem like the world was a lot smaller than it previously was.
Yeah. For sure.
And then they changed it where you had ammo now and other stuff that they had to. Like I always just found it funny. It's like, oh, after the first Mass Effect, we had a breakthrough in like ammo technology, and so now you actually have guns with ammo as opposed to guns with infinite ammo prior to. You just
Yeah.
have to worry about a heat. That doesn't sound like an advancement. That sounds
like a regression. Yeah.
But then it's like, oh wait, but we're going to send you on this mission to find a ship that has been shipwrecked for 10 years that somehow has all of this new ammo. It's
Yeah,
like,
that makes
what?
perfect sense.
It's like, yeah. It's like, I'm smarter than that. Like, I understand. Like, this is a huge logical fallacy.
Yeah.
And poor design.
And it, like I said, RPD, it may be rose-colored glasses on some level for me, because like I said, it was the game that sort of brought me back after a long hiatus. So we'll see how I feel. You know, obviously I'm gonna buy it, and I'm not shelling out the ridiculous quantity they're asking for the collector's stuff, but I will buy it. Because truth told. All right, Kirk. So, you know, there's that. So yeah, I will shell out a normal person's amount of money and pick up Mass Effect, the Mass Effect remaster. And obviously, I'll review it for This Is Difficult, as I am with the Batman stuff that I'm working through.
Just adding
Knocking
some
things
highlights
over. Oh
now.
my god. Sorry. What was that?
I'm just adding in some highlights now into Zero R.
He's looking good.
Finished soon.
All right. All right. I think it's time for Lead Belcher. We'll see, RPD.
This is such an interesting design for Batman.
It really is, isn't it?
It definitely looks like something Grant Morrison would have come up with if it didn't come out like in the 60s.
Yeah. It's definitely something that a toy that Grant Morrison would be dying to play with and break.
Emphasis on break.
Yeah. Oh my God. Is Sid from Toy Story just Grant Morrison?
Nah. I don't think Grant Morrison has that much of like a deliberate intention behind it.
Fair.
I just think he's not great.
Oh my God, now I want to do that, RPD. I'll see if I can find a 3D print cast of it. Or maybe we can sick Brett on finding one. Brett, you still around?
And here he is.
Whoa, that looks dope. Can you? Yeah, okay. Even just a goofy looking Batman mini would do the job.
That still has some wetness, so can't dry brush that yet.
Fantastic, sir. Thank you.
I wonder how Adam's doing with his baby struggles.
No idea.
He's been awful quiet. Well, why am I seeing negative after images of the cord in front of me? It's making painting very difficult. The wire from my microphone right here goes literally like right next to where I'm painting. So it's...
Occasionally I'll see a negative after image of it.
And it gets very frustrating. we got there?
Batmite.
Nice!
So Una Moss alternate Batman.
Batman a la Spider-Ham.
Yeah.
Bollocks. Close, you stupid thing. I'm guessing no. Where the heck is it?
Oh, it's literally right next to me.
I'm an idiot. All right, let me take a look. Yep, that would absolutely work. I love it. We'll shrink it down and make Rainbow Batsuit. I will look into that. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate it. Brown, okay. That's good because that's the color I was going for next anyway. Performing a little meatball surgery on some paint pots. We all know how vitally important Leadbelcher is. Come on, just a little bit more. Get out. Ugh, almost there. Haha. I have saved the nearly saved the Leadbelcher from itself.
What'd it do?
Oh, it's got gunk in behind the... Like what you were doing with your paint pot earlier. And sculpting tools. Making a giant mess over my hands, but that's fine. Come on. Nearly there now. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yay! Leadbelcher closes properly again. My hands are all covered with silver paint, but who cares?
Occupational hazard, right?
Hands covered with paint? Most definitely. There are worse things to have your hands covered with.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. Mornfang.
Mornfang Brown.
You know what's a movie I need something to convince someone to watch with me so I can cry? The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, or Lover. I feel like we may have watched that in one of our not on the required watching list film school things. I've definitely seen it. It is definitely a thing.
Really nice with some of these Batman minis where they're all predominantly just single colors.
Right? Like with the generic thugs, I tried really hard to like vary their skin tones and their hair colors and things like that. Now I'm working on like more specialized thugs. I'm like, I don't care. They're white guys with brown hair. Which, I mean, comics accurate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love it when a model, like, you know, a model's going to look decent just when the, like, just having done the base coat.
Yes. Definitely a good feeling.
So one of the things that I'm doing with some of these models is like Batman comics, because of the dark undertones, often have really like heavy line work. So I'm leaving a little bit more black in between colors than I would normally. And I think it's working pretty okay. That's not to say I'm leaving a lot, just a little bit more than usual. Whoa. Get some Mechanicus Standard Gray on their bases, and these guys are ready for ink. This pot probably needs to be rescued also. Get. Dang it. Stay still. Trichosaurus. This can probably just put away at this point. Right. You know what's hard to think about?
Nothing.
The concept of nothing? Yeah, no, that's true. But the fact that 1 year ago... Not this coming week, but the week after, we were hanging out together. In person.
What?
PAX.
I didn't go to East.
Oh, you weren't at East. Okay. Never mind. I'm just crazy then. That's right. You were at Unplugged and Gen Con.
Yeah, I couldn't get a hotel room for East.
That's right. I remember now. Right, and the dummies and I felt bad because we don't stay in a hotel. We stay with Alex's aunt.
Yeah.
Would that there was just one more bed there. Or two, I guess, because you and Casey tend to come as a unit. All right, ink. Or do I rescue this pot first? I'm going to rescue this pot first. Since I happen to be sitting here, staring at it. Stowett, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of cool stuff going down here. video games, tabletop simulator board games, miniatures painting, other stuff. Glad to have you on board. Any plans for next week? My teaching observation. Freaking most miserable part of my job. It's also supposed to be ridiculously snowy all week, so like there's a solid chance that I'm working remotely a bunch. Which I am not happy about. All right, I think... Broody, I need a suggestion.
Okay.
Should I start with the Flesh Shade? Or should I start with the Null and Oil? Null and Oil is going over most of the dang model. Flesh Shade, just a tiny little area.
Do the larger volume first.
Okay, that's what I think. That's what I was thinking. Thank you. This is why we do this program together. So we can bounce ideas off each other. Oh, for God's sakes. There. Now the pot will stay open. Would you say working remotely is not even remotely working? Go to bed, RPD, but yes. Alright, now we're starting to see some detail on these boys. I will observe that I think females may be a little underrepresented in Gotham City Chronicles. Because there were definitely female Owl Court members.
Yeah, but they were mostly Wait, sorry. Are you just painting like Mook ninjas?
Pretty much.
Because there was lots in the Parliament that were female.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, this is a crazy week for me, RPD. It's like Spirit Week or whatever at the school, which means I have to be double serious about actually getting any teaching done. But I get to wear a hockey jersey on Thursday. It's pajama day. My flannel pajamas and a Cthulhu jersey. The students voted that I wear my Cthulhu jersey this year. Came down to a pretty close heat between the Ducks jersey, the new one, and the Miskatonic University jersey, so... Spirit Week is kind of the bane of any teacher's existence. Yay! It's Batmite! He looks great!
Now, he also has, like, super chibi eyes. So, like, I could actually do irises and pupil and everything.
Yeah.
Because they're just so huge.
Alright. One more for Nuln Oil. And then we'll just do the quick splash of Earthshade and a quick splash of Flesh Shade. Chat really likes your Batmite.
That's good.
I think my big issue is that most of the stuff I have left, the concepts is for stuff that's probably going to get gated behind the guy's book. Oh, yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's a struggle that I'm running through too, RPD, obviously, because trying to do guys stuff before the guy's book comes out is rather difficult. But I told my players, like, look, when the guy's book comes out, I'll have better descriptions of all these things. But for now, you're just going to have to kind of bear with me.
And a good, healthy dry brushing of Dawnstone over Gotham by Gaslight.
Mm-hmm. I really ought to pick up some Dawnstone. I keep using Terminatus Stone, but I really need Dawnstone.
Yeah.
I mean, Terminatus Stone gets the job done. It's fine, but...
Yeah, the Terminatus is just a little bit whiter than I like it.
Yep.
Like, I've got it also, it just depends on, like, what I'm trying to do.
Right.
Like, I used it for, like, my Wonder Woman where she's standing on like, the marble statues and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that worked out outstandingly.
Absolutely. That looks sick. Last bit. Joel Squonks, there is someone in art with the same title as you.
So Night Models released or they put up for pre-order like their new wave of Batman stuff.
Yeah.
And it has the Red Robin in it.
Oh, cool.
That I'm very excited about. They've got a new Catwoman. That is a pretty awesome. Like most of the named characters, they started doing more scenic bases type thing. So, like she's standing there and has like bags of cash just like pouring out a bunch of cats with her. They're releasing Riddler for 3rd edition.
Very cool.
And it's like Jim Carrey Riddler.
Oh, neat.
And in not Batman, but they've got like the Wonder Woman 1984 like gold armor suit.
Yeah.
And Riddler works exactly how I thought he would when they had Oracle added in. Like, he is on the map, but he's not like on the map. Like, you can't target him and attack him and damage him.
Right.
It's more of like he's manipulating the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's a bot RPD. I'm not sure, but it seems like a very bot. Oh, no, it's not. Wait. Yeah. RPD, do your thing. That is detrimental, too. Anywho, I think that's as good a place as any to call it. Oh, sorry. Just very odd response. Anyway, Yeah, we're wrapping up anyway, so who cares? I don't care if other people have the same name as us. Whatever. Fine. We're the better one anyway. Anyway.
What? Watching paint dry?
Yeah, I guess. Whatever. Doesn't bother me one way or the other. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We had a blast. Broody, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you, my dude.
It is.
We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. No? Okay. I'll be back tomorrow on the Ryugami-san channel for the This Is Difficult video game podcast, and I will be back on Thursday this week for maybe Gears Tactics, if Alex and I can get it working. We were supposed to set it up this weekend and didn't have a chance. So we'll see. We'll see if that works. If not, I'll play more Batman. We're moving into Batman Arkham City. So that's going to be exciting. Trapped in Arkham is back this week on Friday. We are looking to close out the Buffy game. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, have a great week, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
See ya.